Bedrid Folly. GuruSkippy versus Bloodra1N. And in the southwest of Bedrid Folly, playing as the Blue Chaos Sorcerer, it is GuruSkippy with a 1-0 advantage over his opponent. And fighting to come back into this series, Bloodra1N, playing once again as the Red Warlock. Disgusting Eldar spammer, but I do like this guy a lot. I said it in the last game. He is definitely one of the nicest guys we have in the community. Skippy did very well as his orcs there. We'll have to see how the Warlock versus Sorcerer matchup is. Not a matchup I'm overly familiar with. I feel like Eldar versus Chaos generally, though, seems pretty Eldar favored, at least how I'm playing it. And what we've seen so far. We'll have to see. Skippy here moving immediately in to aggress onto the power of his enemy. Finds Guardians out of cover. CSM, they like this fight quite a lot, actually. Will they be able to get a model? Looking to force melee. Where are the Banshees? Does Skippy know about the Banshees? He sees them now. Time to get out of here. Chaos Sorcerer is able to support with Heretics nearby, but the CSM are going to take good damage here. Decent Doom Bolts. That's actually very good Doom Bolts. Completely protecting the retreat of the Chaos Space Marines there. Second Heretic squad moving down to the low ground. There are Guardians on retreat here. These Guardians could take significant damage on retreat from the flank of the Heretics and the Chaos Space Marines. 2 models, 3 models. Oh, God, that's a rough start to tier 1. Holy moly. Guardians not at all cheap to replace. And you can see it. Bloodra1N has no ability to replace them. 28 rec each. That's not good. You don't want to be spending that. Ranger squad on the way. And Guardians will be in base for a little while replenishing here. Do manage to get out, but it's a tough situation. And GuruSkippy has managed to cap the power. So no power income for Bloodra1N. We'll hold him back on his upgrades. We'll hold him back on getting out tier 1.5 units and upgrades. Chaos Sorcerer going for the Vestments of the Warp, enabling him to teleport. Unfortunately, go for the special attack there rather than just stabbing Guardians. Teleporting away from the engaging Banshees up onto the plateau. Let's see here. Slight power advantage for GuruSkippy. Decent early game so far from him. Map control mostly in favor of the Eldar, however. Rangers out in the field to disrupt and support. And a second Ranger squad. So we'll probably force Raptors from GuruSkippy. The teleporting Sorcerer can deal with Rangers, but it's very frustrating to deal with. You can see an engagement here on the northern plateau. The entire Eldar war host is present, with only 3 units of the Chaos here to repel. GuruSkippy making a good decision just getting out. Raptors are the choice. Jumping heavy melee infantry suppress on landing. They do better damage than Assault Marines, but are nowhere near as tanky. Let's have a look and see this engagement. Bloodra1N not able to get onto the power, retreating now. Has the aspect of fleetness this time from the Banshees. Here we see the suppression of the Raptors going in, but the Doom Bolts evening this engagement. Skippy perhaps lucky not to lose a Raptor there to the Banshees. The Banshees lose 2. But we will see triple cap, however briefly, in favor of Bloodra1N. And the map is predominantly red. GuruSkippy has been forced back into just his natural rec and natural power. So a slight economic lead for Bloodra1N. Skippy needs to get back up onto the map, start taking back some of these requisition points, start taking back some of these contested powers, get his economy back up and running. You're always likely to be playing at a squad disadvantage as Chaos versus Eldar. There is no suppression on the field for the Eldar, which is a godsend, but Rangers are equally frustrating to play against. Chaos Sorcerer finding Guardians on the low ground. He has the Sword of Flame, so he can teleport in. You use the Coruscating Flame ability and burn some Eldar alive. The army of the Chaos player is on the northern plateau. Having recognized this, Bloodra1N sends his force to attack the power farm of GuruSkippy. Nothing particularly fast at bashing here, but the power swords of the Banshees will get at least one generator. Rangers are pathetic at bashing power. Let's see. How can GuruSkippy engage to defend this? Raptors back in base. Sorcerer teleporting onto the ranged blob. Doing good damage with the Coruscating Flame. Takes a couple of Guardians out. Suppression here in onto the Raptors from the war shout of the Banshees. Banshees forced into a retreat. Ranger model does go down to the Chaos Sorcerer, but the Warlock is giving him the beans somewhat. Sorcerer teleporting forwards again, getting a special attack, not what he was looking for. Probably would have killed another model if he just did a regular attack. But sometimes it do be like that. And the power was defended with only one generator going down. Not bad, not bad. Didn't lose any models either except Heretics, and Heretics are expendable. Losing Ranger models, not ideal for Bloodra1N. These aren't cheap to replace. Losing Banshee models as well, not the cheapest things in the world. Triple cap has been alleviated, and we should see a double here in short order. Can we trade out a generator? Yes. Good. If they can get out of here without too many losses, this is an excellent trade for GuruSkippy. Winning the engagement on his own power, pushing onto his opponent's power, killing the generator, and claiming some models during the fight. Good fight so far from GuruSkippy. Bloodra1N, paying attention, has not forgotten about these Guardians. They might lose a model. This one, yep, there he goes. He took a weird retreat path around this barbed wire and got chopped to death by Heretics. Not a good way to go. Raptors looking for the triple cap will be interrupted rudely by Guardians. Jumping forward onto the Guardians, and that's not a fight the Guardians want, but they're just there to disrupt the cap. Rangers in the middle along with Banshees. Middle, once again, will belong to the Eldar. However, GuruSkippy has managed to take back decent map control. Similar tech timings, almost identical in fact, for Bloodra1N and GuruSkippy. Raptors don't want a piece of the Banshees, quite rightly. Just get out of there. We have a fight here between two infiltrated Ranger squads, the Warlock and the Chaos Space Marines, who wisely decide to leave the field. Heretics with an aspiring champion moving in against the Banshees. Doom Blast to do some damage and suppress the Banshees. They have support of the Sorcerer. Banshees might lose a model. They do. They may lose a second one depending on... Nope. Heretics couldn't sort themselves out and attack the trailing models. Instead, chasing the lead models. Sorcerer teleporting in onto the Rangers and the Guardians. Chopping one Guardian into kibble. Does he get a second? Yes, he does. Rangers need to get out of here. They're going to get teleported on. The Warlock is here to support. And here we see the man fight. And Robin Banks is here. Hello, Robin. It is a Blood Crusher, the choice from GuruSkippy. Against Rangers, light vehicles can do an extremely good amount of work, because Rangers do sweet Fanny Adams to vehicles. Very little indeed. So we'll probably see either a Wraith Lord being the purchaser of Falcon, and it is a Falcon. Nope, cancelled. These Heretics might be in Deadstuck. Oh, no, they just managed to sneak out, and it is the Wraith Lord, as I suspected. Wraith Lord against Chaos, generally a really good pick. They don't have necessarily the hardest AV without getting like Las Cannon Havocs. Plague Marines can come out, but the Blood Crusher was a predictable a predictable choice from GuruSkippy. So Bloodra1N buying the unit that counters the predicted unit of GuruSkippy. Double Blood Crusher. I'm going to assume that was an Overwatch mistake. Yeah, this is going to be problematic for GuruSkippy when he sees the Wraith Lord now with double Blood Crusher. There's nothing that he has to handle that thing. And it will be the Bright Lance shoulder mounted. Get out of there, Blood Crusher. Ooh. See, even just a slight tickle from the Bright Lance of the Wraith Lord does tremendous work against the Blood Crusher. Tzeentch Worship now infiltrating and healing the Blood Crushers. These are demonic units, so they do get healed by worship. Let's see. Double Blood Crusher against the Wraith Lord. Surprise, motherfucker. Not doing the most damage here, but, you know, some damage inflicted. The CSM and the Raptors are engaged in melee with, Raptors. Those aren't Raptors, those are, the Raptors wiped, actually. Blood Ritual, Blood Letters. The Raptors wiped, cornered by the Banshees, and the Blood Crushers seeing off the Wraith Lord. The power melee of the Banshees can do good. It's a triple Blood Crusher? No, okay, that was just a bug, okay. I was like, has GuruSkippy gone completely insane? Okay, so what's the lay of the land, friends? Map control, completely in favor of the Chaos. We have 2 Blood Crushers and a Wraith Lord. Fire Dragons to counter the double Blood Crusher and support the Wraith Lord. The Wraith Lord probably doesn't win a fight against 2 Blood Crushers by himself, but with the support of Fire Dragons, that will be a much, much less one-sided affair. Tzeentch Worship again, hiding the Blood Crushers. Very stealthy boys. And Plague Marines, the choice from GuruSkippy. Looking to pressure the Wraith Lord. Chaos Sorcerer doing good work against the Rangers, kills another one. And the Blood Crushers are here now. Where are the Plague Marines? Where are the Fire Dragons? Fire Dragons coming in. A Ranger squad was wiped, actually, by Blood Crushers. Here's the first Blood Crusher in some serious trouble here, actually, and will go down. And the Fire Dragons in now to seal the fate of this Blood Crusher. The Plague Marines are not on the field yet. It's currently uncontested is the Wraith Lord, and the Sorcerer has gone down, and it's all falling apart for GuruSkippy. Heretics going down, wiped. 3 squads, 2 Blood Crushers, Chaos Sorcerer, and a Heretic squad wiped in that engagement. That is very hard to come back from. As well as losing the Raptors up here at the victory point. Very, very difficult to come back from now. The Eldar military advantage is overwhelming. Skippy has a choice to make. Does he go tier 3? Does he... What's he purchased? He just spent a shit ton of requisition. It's an aspiring champion. 2 aspiring champions. So aspiring champions on the CSM. Aspiring champions on the Heretics. Yeah, I've been playing for about a year, Piano. But, no way familiar with the 1v1 meta or cheese just yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Alright. Aspiring champion Chaos Space Marines in melee with the, pardon me, with the Banshees. Seems real bad. And they're going to wipe. Did Skippy drop? Like, what's... What's going on here? So that was going really well for Skippy up until some extremely sloppy mid-game. And now it's just over. He recognizes it. He recognizes it. Yeah, not the best mid-game performance. That's a shame, because if he just managed to hold on to some of his army... If he just managed to hold on to just some units, not all of them, like... Just something. Anything. Then he might have been able to hold this out for a victory point win. Unfortunately, with only Plague Marines and a Dreadnought on the field, yeah, very hard to see how he actually ever caps victory points. The Sorcerer's back, maybe can do some ratting behaviour with the investments of the Warp, but this Dreadnought is not long for this world. There are Fire Dragons and a Wraithlord with a Bright Lance on the field. It's an infiltrated Wraithlord with a Bright Lance. Very sneaky. And the Dreadnought has to retreat from the melted damage of the Fire Dragons, the Bright Lance, and the Power Sword of the Wraithlord. Run away, little Dreadnought. Run away, back to base. Where probably even then you won't be safe from the Tender Mercies. Oh, he teleports out. Teleported out. Where did he go? Oh, teleported back into combat with Banshees. Okay. That's a nice play, actually. I like that. But, too little, too late. Plague Marines wipe. Sorcerer's down again. Dreadnought is going to go down. And, yeah, that was looking really good for Skippy up until he lost his entire army. Let's go game 3.